Hello, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Nice. First of all, I'm glad to thank you for gathering here. Thank all organizers of this conference. We was on the November conference. It was awesome, very productive, and we hope this conference will be very productive also. I'm pleased to welcome everyone who gathered here to talk about games to business revenue stream driver. My name is Ihor Kubalskyi. I am CEO and founder of Kubin. My journey in development started with the web development. I was responsible for development of the website for USA vein clinics. It's the biggest network of the clinics in the United States. It was approximately 2013 and was quite fruitful for several years. We developed for USA vascular centers websites with the scheduling, with all this stuff. And they're still alive, successful, and the biggest network of the veins and arteries reconstruction in the United States. In 2014, I was introduced to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was approximately $300 at that time, and I saw that it's very promising technology. The information was very small about it, like lack of information, and we literally ask each other where to get more information about Bitcoin, what is it, how to mine Bitcoins, what is ASICs. It was like the fairy tales, something like that. Nobody knows what is it. Everyone goes to conferences to get more information about it. This is like the education was that time, not like right now. You just Google it and get all answers. Through my journey, me and my team have received over 100 professional certificates from educational programs such as Stanford University, IBM, Consensus, Coursera, etc. I'm not only representing my own skills, but also the skills of all my team members. The company established in 2016, and we operate under jurisdiction of Georgia. I would like to start my speech today by discussing basic terms and their definitions. I think it's important to remind everyone and highlight the differences. What is the game and what is the gamification from Oxford Dictionary of English? Game, noun, an activity that you do to have fun. Often one that has rules and that you can win or lose. Gamification, noun, the use of elements of game playing in another activity, usually in order to make that activity more interesting. Basically, these activities make a lot of people on the world feel happy, real pure happiness for free, and create dopamine chains in the brain while people play games and experience playing games. As we were children, we start to know this world by playing games, and it's native for us as a humans. Games is like something that is in our DNA. Let me provide a classic example of gamification in customer service from Starbucks. We should note that these data only apply to the American market, but they are quite indicative. In the first year of the program in 2008, the number of participants reached 23 million in 2008. As Starbucks was already a public company by then, we also know that the average spending of the program participant was 10% higher than the regular visitor. On the right side of the slide, I have listed the main examples of actions: loyalty programs, online quizzes, tutorials, that were included in the gamification systems, as well as the key elements: points, badges, progress bar, rewards. In other words, how this gamification was perceived by the user, something concrete, something that can be touched and interacted with. Now we go into the gamification on Web 2. Gamification in era of Web 2 was the social media emerged and the battle for our attention began. The main thing during this period was social engagement of users, like social sharing, personalization, competition, giveaway. The most common examples that every social media user is familiar with are giveaways, such as share this post and we will conduct a prize draw among those who share it. When the streaming platform Twitch decided to improve its business by implementing gamification and linking it to the social media, they achieved 60% in audience engagement. 60%, Carl. Huge. Let's talk about Web 3. Web 3 include Web 1 and Web 2 and give some extra tools that allows us to want it to implement in our businesses also. If we talk about these types of actions that undergo gamification, we can mention all types of actions that previous generation, but not only that. Now an element of gamification can be a key to access a community, discount, or service. Such a key has been implemented in the form of NFT token. I would say that in the digital era, the entire business can be gamified. Advertising and sales have long been broken down into metrics and components, but now, with the widespread use of blockchain, even strategic management can be transparent, guaranteed safe, and decentralized. It turns out that even making strategic decisions can be further incentivized through the implementation of gamification. The key elements of gamification are relevant to modern technologies. These are various tokens like ERC20s, NFTs, soul-bound tokens, digital IDs, and many others. Sandbox is a prominent example of building a project that itself a huge sandbox game, as the name suggests, but also gamifies any part of the business. Not long ago, they successfully conducted a token sale of their NFT tokens for more than $100 million. Moreover, they also tokenized their business, and turnover of their token today, I checked it literally this morning, 1 billion. By the way, a lot of people come to us and talk that we are mobile developers. The main problem is like Google Play, App Store, they are not providing us to publish games with Web3. Sandbox don't have any Web3 games on these platforms. No App Store, no Google Play, but $1 billion. Think about it. As you can see, to take advantage of all the benefits of Web3, many businesses will have to become more decentralized to tokenize as many of their processes as possible. This is because both businesses and users benefit from it. From promotions, bounty, engagement, referral, games, items, resources, achievements, community, token gating, proof of attendance, reputation, loyalty, businesses, currency, governance, investment, DAO, and decentralized autonomous organizations to control everything, and others. Now let's move from gamification and tokenization to Web3 games, or rather games that are not quite Web3, but more like Web 2.5. But they are eager to become Web3 games as soon as possible. And we will not just consider a Web3 game as a standalone product. We will look at a real case developed by the company Cubane for a large client. It's a DEX, decentralized crypto exchange, that plans to create a fully tokenized Web3 game and make it a part of its ecosystem. This is the more likely real digits that 1 million users through this game onboarded, 100,000, thank you very much, engaged, and 100,000 covered, that they will have interaction with the decentralized exchange platform. This is maybe not a big numbers for you gamers, but for crypto market and decentralized exchange, it's very competitive, big numbers. That means that you are far away from all the crowd of other decentralized exchanges. So let's get started. First of all, we need to define the goals that must be achieved. Of course, some goals can be refined as you work on the project. Choose the basic 5-6 metrics that you will closely monitor. These are indicators that that relate not only to the game itself, but also to how it will impact other parts of the business. This is like active mode, where the user can play actively, be involved in the game, and have game of skill with real-time game experience, in-game rewards, leaderboard, and car customization with NFT. And this is after mode, where all setup of user assets can be combined in one NFT and stake it into the pool to earn on the percentage of chance. So more likely game of chance, or farming, or staking, with collectibles, gamification of protocols, community engagement, and strategy gameplay. The goals of the company itself may include things like user engagement, retention, revenue generation. Meanwhile, the goals of exchange may include increasing the trading volume, creating a more vibrant ecosystem of their tokens. It's important to set these goals up front so you can design the game in the way that helps you achieve them. This way, you can create a game that not only provides enjoyable experience for players, but also has a tangible impact on your business. Next, you need to choose the specific type of the game. We want to go into the methodologies for selection right now. That involves conducting research and the analyzing the market, competitors for each specific case. Just say that in this case, we worked with this client to choose racing games. But we decided to create two products with two different user interaction styles from one concept, active mode and auto mode. Active mode is classic racing games that allows, that we all know and love. The most interesting features include in the list. After mode is the game of balance that happens automatically. More special bonuses, modifiers of the users has greater chances to win in the automatic race. More significant advantage of these times are in the list. So choosing asset tokenization is the next step. In this case of our racing game, We focused on game items that could be made collectible, personal achievements of players, and keys for exclusive events. For collectible items, we choose different models of racing cars from different brands with various parameters for different types of the tracks. We decided to release them in the form of NFTs. We also added various modifiers and upgrades to the cars, as well as customization options for the users to paint their cars in any color they like, which we also implemented as NFTs. Now users can combine the basic NFT with the all upgrades in a new, unique NFT that can be used, resold, or disassembled. We also developed a complex system of levels and achievements for players with different levels of rewards for all types of activities, from daily visits to the game to market purchases in the store. For personal accounts, we use SBT tokens, soulbound tokens, which are similar to NFTs but cannot be transferred to another user. This way, we accumulate a public history of user loyalty. And finally, the access case. Of course, we will provide tickets to exclusive events, give access to special promotions and sales to most active users, not only within the game, but we also partner with the exchange to provide players with the whole set of privileged different products, like the fees on the exchange or discounts for the launch pads. Develop the token economy. Now that we have defined the game and its internal mechanics and have tokenized a part of the project, it's worth revisiting a product economy. Of course, we have already calculated our own business model for the game and how it integrates into the business. However, given that we are dealing with the smart contracts, some of our actions can be irreversible or problematic for users. Therefore, tokenomics go deeper than just a set of metrics and rules that can be changed at any time. It's the best to start by calculating the token circulation, understanding where the additional liquidity or token burning may be required. This should also consider not only your ecosystem, but also the external market where your tokens will land. In our case, with the crypto exchange, we need to come up with a system for continuous circulation of standard ERC20 tokens and other currency, NFT items between players and the marketplace, as well as hundreds of different tokens that are traded on the platform and can be directed to various pools or freely exchanged for any available assets on the exchange. Of course, this matter will not be limited to only one scheme. I can say straight away that there will be many schemes that even more tables, big Excel tables. However, when you transfer all this logic to smart contract, it becomes slightly easier, slightly. At the last slide related to our racing game in this presentation, since we are somewhat limited in time, and would like to hear your questions later. Since we are creating a Web3 project, we cannot forget about Web3 world. As such, we need to try to use it on the maximum level. First thing, to provide cross-platform support for other blockchains. This is the availability of our goods on different networks such as Ether, Binance, and Polygon. This ensures a wide audience reach and, as a result, an increase in the number of buyers. The second, ambassadors. Many have probably heard about NFT owners clubs such as Bored Ape Yacht Club and many others. Many owners of such NFT collections are powerful influencers, and partnering with them can provide a greater volume of sales as users follow their actions and recommendations. In addition, you can also use so-called pirate drops, where you choose the most interesting Web3 user audience for you and simply send them your tokens. Something like mailing lists in the world of Web3. And then the third point, go to market. Strategy is collectible mechanics. Yes, I know that is not the exactly new idea, but I think I'm not lying if I say that it is a classic. Loot boxes were good even in Web 2 games, but now they have become more transparent, and therefore users trust them more. They know for sure that you did not hide the most valuable NFTs for yourself and your partners, and the chances of a drop are equal for everyone. The example we just looked at was a racing simulator chosen for implementation in the blockchain ecosystem. But that doesn't mean it's the only one type of the game, or that racing is the most suitable for this format. In fact, any game can be improved by implementing blockchain technology and will benefit from entering the Web3 market. Indeed, any type of game can benefit from the implementation of blockchain technology and advantages of entering of Web3 market. From strategy games to fighting games, time killers, casual games, practically any genre can be tokenized. Moreover, it's not necessary about new projects only. Existing games can gradually be tokenized step by step. As we've seen with the example of racing games, the same can be done with any other game. For instance, a card game like Hearthstone offers many possibilities like tokenization of cards, levels, collections, special editions, and so on. There are a lot of what can be tokenized. The most big and interesting slide. In the example we just looked at, we choose the racing simulator game to implement an ecosystem. Sorry. Let's start with the most impressive one, new sources of income, new product offering. Yes, now even businesses that were not previously associated with the content can sell it. All these commercial NFT collections that are released as art objects as part of promotion campaigns are not just cute pictures. Often they become a standalone product. And then what? They bring in profits where there simply wasn't any before. In addition, you get access to markets to sell your new products in the form of countless exchanges and marketplaces. Moreover, you also receive royalties from all transactions on secondary market. That is, even if you initially give away your promotional NFT collection for free over the time, if your project lives on, users start trading these NFTs and you get a cut of each transaction regardless of which platform and token was sold on. That's how smart contracts work. Furthermore, any collaboration with other Web3 businesses like yours will become much more effective. You'll offer a discount from your partner to your audience and they will do the same. But unlike complex and opaque deals of the past, everything will be fair. No one will be able to cheat. All users will receive rewards and discounts, and all partners will receive their agency fees exactly as written in the smart contract and no other way. And this is not an exhaustive list, to be honest. I could go on for a very long time. Thanks to blockchain technology, many things become public and transparent, which has positive effect on project metrics. Here too, I will list only 4 examples of immediately came to mind as I prepared the presentation. But this list could go on. Statistic that almost all basic marketing metrics increase when tokenized is like referral rate, engagement rate, brand awareness, and conversion rate. But all of these, but not just for promotional campaigns, all businesses metrics can also improve. In any case, user interaction time with dev will increase significantly, which will lead to improvements of metrics like user acquisition cost, average revenue per user, customer lifetime, and customer retention. Thank you for your time. 30 minutes.